With a phone this new, how do you know which case actually protects the hinge and which one just looks good in the product photos? 25 cases claim to be built for the Fold 8 Ultra. We're not ranking these by price or star rating, we're ranking them by whether they actually survive contact with a screen protector, a pocket, and a desk. I'll show you why the winner earned its spot, but first, the ones you should think twice about. 25. Generic magnetic charging case. Designed for. No brand name on the packaging, a title that just says designed for the device, and stock photography that could belong to a dozen different molds. When a case for a brand new foldable shows up this fast with a listing this vague, it usually means a seller grabbed early CAD files and raced to market before anyone could leave a one-star review about hinge clearance. The magnetic array might work fine, but there's no gram force number, no port cutout width, and no confirmation the hinge cutout actually matches the Fold 8 Ultra's new geometry rather than a previous generation's. Foldables are unforgiving about that kind of corner cutting, since the hinge, camera housing, and cover screen dimensions all have to be spot on, or the case simply won't sit flush. If you already own this one and it fits, keep it. But going in blind on a phone this new, with a case this anonymous, is the riskiest combination on this list. Verdict: skip unless you've confirmed the fit yourself first. 24. Generic kickstand case. Designed for Fold 8. Same no-brand problem as our last pick, but this one adds a moving kickstand part, which is exactly the kind of feature that breaks first on an unverified mold. Without a named manufacturer standing behind the design, we can't tell you whether it uses an isolated rim around each of the 3 rear lenses or one flat slab covering the whole camera block. And that distinction decides whether the case rocks the moment you type with the phone lying flat on a desk. The listing also doesn't specify whether the kickstand blocks the USB-C port when deployed, a common oversight on budget stand cases that leaves you folding the stand back down just to charge. Verdict: a functional gamble. Reasonable if the price makes a miss painless, risky if it doesn't. 23. Fences case. Fences is a real, findable brand, dual listed for both the Z Fold 7 and the Z Fold 8 Ultra since the two devices share the same 8.0-inch body this cycle. The magnet spec is genuinely strong and specific. 38N52 magnets rated near 2,400 gram force, about 7 times a standard case's holding power per the brand. And the clear case yellowing question gets addressed with a named nano antioxidant layer rather than a vague promise. The catch is that Fence's own listings disagree with each other on drop rating, 10 feet on one product page, 18 feet on another for what appears to be the same case. Port clearance is standard width, so most cables fit, but a thick braided USB-C cord is untested. Verdict: strong magnets and a real anti-yellowing effort. Just don't take the drop rating at face value. 22. Visvera Shockproof Silicone Case. Black. Visvera confirms a wallet case and a silicone shockproof case for the Z Fold 7, but we could not independently confirm a dedicated Fold 8 Ultra version of this exact design exists yet in the brand's current catalog. If it does mirror Visvera's established formula, expect soft-touch silicone that grips well in the hand and on a dashboard, but acts like flypaper in a tight pocket, catching on lint on the way in and out. Silicone cases also have a specific lip conflict problem. The soft edges sit slightly proud of the glass, and an edge-to-edge tempered protector can catch on that lip during installation and never fully seat flat. Verdict: possibly fine, but unverified as a confirmed Fold 8 Ultra product. Check the listing yourself first. 21. Sky Eagle Case. Sky Eagle didn't turn up as a confirmed Z Fold 8 Ultra case maker in our research at all. Just a passing mention of the brand as a Fold 7 wallet case accessory maker. We cannot verify materials, hinge coverage, magnet strength, or even the basic compatibility claim for this specific product without an actual listing to reference. A case that surfaces this fast after a new foldables announcement, with no independent coverage or manufacturer site to cross-reference, is more likely to be a reskinned mold from a previous device than genuinely new.
Tooling. Verdict: unverifiable at time of filming. Hold off until independent confirmation exists. 20. Hoer Case. The only confirmed Hoer Fold 8 Ultra product we found in research is a camera lens protector, a thin glass overlay for the rear housing, not a full phone case. If the link you have is genuinely a case, We couldn't independently verify it exists in Howear's current catalog alongside that confirmed lens protector, and the two product types get bundled together often enough on marketplace listings that mix-ups happen. This matters because everything else on this countdown is judged on hinge protection, drop resistance, and screen lip clearance, features that only apply to an actual case. Verdict: confirm exactly what you're ordering, case versus lens protector, before you check out. 19. Burfi case with screen protector. Burfi has a confirmed, currently listed clear case for the Z Fold 7 with hinge protection and a screen protector baked directly into the front frame, which solves the lip conflict problem by design since there's no separate glass edge competing with the case's inner lip. A Fold 8 Ultra version is plausible given how fast case makers move after a launch, but we couldn't confirm it independently of the Fold 7 product. The Ultra's new triple camera layout differs meaningfully from the Fold 7's dual camera setup, so camera cutout alignment isn't something we can vouch for on an unconfirmed listing. Verdict: a trusted design from a real brand. Confirm the camera cutout actually matches the Ultra before ordering. Everything from here up is fully confirmed by the manufacturer for this exact device. This is where real differentiation starts. 18. Banks Armor Grid Pro Grand Combo. Banks makes two distinct Fold 8 Ultra kits, Air and Pro, and this Pro version is confirmed by the brand as fitting only the Fold 8 Ultra, not the Fold 7 or the wide-format standard Fold 8. The kit includes a genuine Kevlar magnetic back case with a TPU hinge cover, a matching PC front frame, and a Glass Warrior screen protector, all engineered together as one system, so lip clearance is solved at the source rather than left to chance. Magnets are rated at 10 newtons through the raised TPU lens frame, solid, but noticeably below the 18 to 20 newton figures found higher on this list. Verdict: real engineering with the lip conflict problem solved by design. Just don't expect flagship tier magnet strength. 17. Banks Armor Grid Air Grand Combo. This is the lighter of the two Banks kits. Same three-piece formula of Kevlar case, matching front frame, and Glass Warrior protector, but built around a thinner shell weighing 32 to 35 grams with a PU leather hinge cover instead of TPU. Magnet strength matches the Pro at 10 newtons through a raised aluminum lens frame, so charging performance is identical between the two. The trade-off is coverage. A slimmer 1.0 to 1.3 millimeters front frame means less material standing between your phone and a hard surface on impact. Verdict: the better pick if slimness matters more to you than maximum drop insurance. 16. Nilkin Magnetic Case. This is Nilkin's MagSafe compatible super frosted shield fold case, built specifically for the Fold 8 Ultra with advanced TPU overmolding that fuses the rear panel and hinge into one continuous piece rather than assembling separate glued parts. A real fix for the panel separation problem cheaper cases develop after months of repeated folding. The signature frosted matte finish grips well in hand without the lint-catching tackiness of soft-touch silicone. MagSafe compatibility is confirmed, but Nilkin doesn't publish a specific Newton or gram force rating the way Supcase and RMOCR do further up this list. Verdict: genuinely solid single-piece construction, no hard magnet number to compare against the competition. 15. Hensenpol Translucent Shockproof Case. Worth flagging, this exact listing covers both the Z Fold 7 and the Z Fold 8 Ultra under one product page, meaning Hensenpol is using shared tooling across both devices rather than a mold built from scratch around the newer phone. The matte, translucent finish behaves similarly to Nilkin's above it, grippy enough for hand confidence without snagging pocket lining, and mic and speaker cutouts are open rather than membrane covered. If the Fold 8 Ultra's camera bump or hinge width differs even slightly from the Fold 7's, camera cutouts or hinge coverage could land a hair off. Verdict: comfortable and cheap, but likely reused Fold 7 tooling rather than a purpose-built mold. 14. Ninky Invisible Kickstand, magnetic plus screen protector.
The screen protector here is molded directly into the case's front frame rather than sold as separate glass, so there's no aftermarket protector fighting the case's inner bezel for space. The kickstand flips out from the transparent back and doubles as extra corner protection when folded flat. A smart bit of dual-purpose engineering, while the magnetic ring is confirmed for wireless charging compatibility. There's no independently published Newton rating here to compare against the SUP case or RMOCR figures higher on this list. Verdict: genuinely useful hands-free functionality with a bit more pocket bulk for the stand. 13. Ninky transparent case with screen protector. Same core idea as the kickstand version above it, minus the stand. A transparent back, a wrist strap for a phone this heavy and expensive to drop, and the same built-in screen protector trick that sidesteps lip conflict entirely. Because there's no kickstand mechanism taking up interior volume, this version sits noticeably slimmer in the hand and in a pocket than its sibling. Ninky doesn't make a specific anti-yellowing material claim for this listing, so long-term clarity on the clear back is an open question rather than a verified feature. Verdict: the leaner version of the same lip conflict fix. Less bulk, no stand. 12. RMOCR magnetic clear case. RMOCR publishes real numbers here, which is more than most of the cases below this point on the list can say. 38 N54 grade magnets delivering a combined 20 newtons of force, the strongest published figure in the mid-pack of this whole countdown, plus an aerospace-grade aluminum kickstand instead of the more common molded plastic that tends to develop wobble over time. A built-in tempered glass protector comes included, sidestepping lip conflict by design. All that hardware, the metal stand, the magnet array, the raised 2mm lips, means this isn't going to be the slimmest thing in your pocket. Verdict: the strongest mid-pack magnet spec on this list, with real bulk to match. 11. Shield top wallet, detachable magnetic. This is the standout wallet case on the whole list. The card holder attaches and releases via its own magnetic connection, so you can pop it off before setting the phone on a charging pad and snap it back on afterward, meaning this is the only wallet case here that keeps both MagSafe and Qi wireless charging fully functional. RFID blocking material, a built-in kickstand, and confirmed Fold 8 Ultra compatibility round out the package. The added bulk of a card compartment, even a detachable one, means this will never be the slimmest option here, and PU leather will eventually crease at the fold line with months of daily use. Verdict: the wallet case that actually solves the wireless charging problem. The best all-around wallet pick on this list. 10. Shieldon Genuine Leather Wallet Case. Shieldon's currently documented catalog shows a confirmed genuine leather wallet case for the Z Fold 7, oil wax cowhide bonded to a hard PC shell with 3 card slots in the side cash compartment, but we couldn't independently confirm a distinct Fold 8 Ultra tooled version exists yet. If the Ultra version mirrors the Fold 7 design, expect no wireless charging at all, since the bonded card compartment sits directly behind the phone with no detachable option. Genuine leather brings a real advantage over PU. It doesn't yellow the way clear cases do, and develops a patina rather than visible cracks. Verdict: trust the brand's reputation, but confirm Fold 8 Ultra is explicitly on the listing before buying. 9. Touch Wallet Case. Purple Touch confirms a Galaxy Z Fold 8 wallet case with RFID blocking PU leather, an adjustable ring stand, and credit card holders. But this generation, the standard Fold 8 and Fold 8 Ultra are genuinely different shaped phones sold as separate SKUs. And we couldn't confirm which body this specific purple listing is tooled for. That's the single most important thing to verify before buying. Check the title and compatibility section specifically for Z Fold 8 Ultra, not just Z Fold 8. As with the other wallet-style cases on this list, wireless charging is not supported, since the leather flip cover sits directly over the coil area. Verdict: a well-regarded formula from an established brand. Just confirm you're ordering the ultra-specific SKU. Everything left on this countdown is confirmed,
Ultra-specific and backed by a real published spec sheet. 8. Tongate wallet case with privacy stand. Tongate's Fold 8 Ultra wallet case is confirmed directly through the brand's own site, built around the same formula the company has used successfully across the Fold 6 and Fold 7 generations: a hidden card holder for 3 to 4 cards, RFID blocking protection, and a genuinely useful privacy screen film that narrows the viewing angle so the person next to you on a train can't read your screen. The stand folds invisibly into the case body when not deployed. The honest catch, consistent across every Tongate generation, is wireless charging. The card holder blocks the coil entirely, and the brand states this plainly with no detachable workaround. Verdict: no wireless charging ever, but a genuinely thoughtful, privacy-first pick. 7. Supcase UB Stand Clear. Supcase brings the first third-party referenced military standard on this entire countdown, MIL-STD-810H-516.8, drop-tested from 15 feet per the brand's published spec, plus a built-in N52 magnet ring rated at 1,500 grams of pull force. A built-in HD screen protector rated at 95% plus light transmittance solves the lip conflict question outright, and the kickstand doubles as a ring holder for both landscape and portrait use. All that coverage, hinge shield, 4-corner airbags, built-in protector, adds real thickness, so this is not the case for someone chasing the slimmest possible profile. Verdict: the most independently checkable protection claim here, paired with real bulk to match. 6. Rinky Fusion Magnetic Clear. Rinky's magnetic fusion case pairs an anti-yellowing PC back with a flexible TPU bumper and a low-profile open hinge designed to preserve the phone's natural folding feel rather than adding resistance. The magnetic layer is confirmed MagSafe compatible, positioned as the step up from the non-magnetic version below it, though Rinky doesn't publish a specific Newton figure the way Supcase and RMOCR do. Rinky sells this as part of a bundle with matching camera lens glass and cover display tempered glass, which solves lip conflict entirely if you buy the matched set. Verdict: clean and trusted. Pair it with the matched glass bundle to dodge any clearance guesswork. 5. Rinky Fusion Clear. Same core fusion formula as its magnetic sibling, anti-yellowing PC back, flexible TPU bumper, low-profile hinge, but without the magnet ring, which makes this noticeably thinner, lighter, and the genuine budget pick on this entire countdown for anyone prioritizing value over MagSafe. Standard Qi wireless charging still works fine since there's no metal hardware interfering with the coil. You lose magnetic accessory compatibility entirely, with no upgrade path short of switching cases if you want a magnetic mount later. Verdict: skip it if you need MagSafe. Otherwise, this is real value. 4. Spigen Slim Armor Pro MagFit Black. Spigen's SecuLink system solves a problem genuinely specific to foldable cases. Repeated folding motion works most cases apart at the seam over time, and SecuLink interlocks the front and rear panels using SUS 420F heat-treated steel pins rather than adhesive, a mechanical solution to a mechanical problem. The magnet spec is specific and strong for this tier, 12.5 newtons through Spigen's MagFit ring, with Qi 2 certified charging and sound tunnel cutouts that keep call audio from muffling. Spigen's claimed 0.01 millimeters added thickness reads as an optimistic brand figure rather than something independently measured. Verdict: the best engineered fix on this list for foldable cases loosening over time. 3. Spigen Ultra Hybrid Pro MagFit Clear White. This is the clear case pick that actually names its anti-yellowing chemistry. DuraClear uses premium PC infused with blue resin, specifically engineered to counteract the amber shift standard clear plastic develops under UV exposure, a materially different claim than the vague "won't yellow" language on the budget clear cases lower on this list. The same SecuLink steel pin interlock and Qi 2 charging carry over from the Slim Armor Pro. Spigen itself warns that unusually wide third-party screen protectors may still contact the front frame, so check protector width if you're not using a Spigen-matched option. Verdict: the most credible anti-yellowing claim on this entire countdown. 2 left, and the winner isn't the toughest case here, or the cheapest one either. 2. Torras Q3 Veg Skin Leather. Torras earns the runner-up spot
With genuinely premium materials backed by checkable claims. 100% organic silicone leather that resists the cracking and yellowing that plagues both PU and real leather over time. And a 360-degree magnetic stand built on sandblasted aluminum instead of plastic, so it won't develop wobble the way molded plastic stands do elsewhere on this list. 2 full glass screen protectors come included, matched to the case's own front frame, so lip conflict is solved before you even open the box. It's a book-style case with a stand mechanism, so it will never be the slimmest pick on this list. And silicone leather, however well-engineered, is still synthetic and will show its own wear pattern over years of use. Verdict: the most complete package on this countdown outside the winner. 1. Torras Magnetic Slim Matte Black. This case earns the top spot by doing what almost nothing else on this countdown manages. It's genuinely thin, just 0.04 inches of added thickness, while still carrying a real 4X military grade rating and N56 SH grade magnets, rather than forcing you to pick one or the other. The 3-layer bumper handles impact absorption, 2mm raised bezels and 1.6mm camera lips solve table wobble directly, and an adhesive-free hinge plus a nano-oleophobic coating handle grip and pocket friction at once, all in a shell thin enough to disappear in a pocket. Don't expect the same drop height headroom as Supcase's certified 15-foot rating at this thinness. This is protection built for everyday drops and scratches, not a worst-case scenario. Verdict: the best balance of real protection and genuine slimness on the entire list. And our winner. Quick recap by use case. If you're running an edge-to-edge screen protector and don't want to fight lip clearance, go Torras Q3 Veg Skin, Supcase UB stand, or either Ninky pick. If MagSafe accessories are non-negotiable, Armosar's 20 Newton array and Supcase's 1,500 gram figure are your strongest verified options. If you want a wallet case that doesn't kill wireless charging, Shield Top is the only one on this list that actually pulls it off. And if you just want the thinnest case that still protects the hinge and camera without a second thought, Torras Magnetic Slim is our winner. Whichever you land on, confirm Z Fold 8 Ultra is explicitly on the listing before you buy. Not every case claiming to fit actually says so. Links below in countdown order.